Once again, you guys asked for it. Multiple people asked for this based on one of the videos last week. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to deliver recommendations for how you could make money in your spare time with almost zero startup cost because people said they wanted to, instead of saving money based on the video last week, they wanted to make a little extra money. That might be you, that might be your son, your daughter, that might be a friend, that might be anybody in your relationship group. That's what I've been doing for the last 15 years, is helping people start or manage or run small businesses. And I've got lists of small businesses that you can start and run for virtually no cash and as totally a sideline. This is Randy Kirk. If this content is helpful, useful, or valuable to you, please like and subscribe. And we've got a couple of more people signed up. So we're down to 3 that we need to start the fun on Patreon. If you'd like to be part of my Patreon group as we discuss the amazing future that we face, please sign up for Patreon. The information is in the description below. All right, let's get into the meat of the subject for today. Again, going a little bit off the beaten path. But last week I did a video. You may want to take a look at it. I'll put a link below, and we'll have a little note above here that you can see, a card, they call it, that you can click to. I talked about how to save $250 to $500 a month using, I think there was 12 different methods, things like calling your utility company and talking to them about how you might save money on your electric or your water bill. They'll come out and they'll walk through your house and they'll help you save money on your bill in most jurisdictions. So there was ideas like that. There was 12 of them. Everybody loved the video. We got so many great comments, other people making other recommendations, but several people said, well, great. I can do all those things, but I even want to buy more Tesla stock. And the way I think I could buy more Tesla stock would be if I started a small sideline business, something that I could do in addition to my income that I have now, that wouldn't take a lot of time, or maybe it would take a lot of time. Maybe it could turn into a full-time business. So because several people asked, I try to supply. And by the way, this is right in my wheelhouse. I've written, I guess it's something like 9 other books on small business. Some of them have become quite successful. And anyway, that's what I've been doing my whole life, is running small businesses myself and also helping others to run small businesses. So what could you do part-time with almost zero out of pocket that would make you money almost immediately, that would be easy and would make a lot of money, not just a little money? Everything that I'm going to talk about today has the potential to make $50 an hour or more. Okay. Are you making $50 an hour at the company you're working for at this time? Are you making more than that? Maybe not, maybe yes. But that's what I'm going to be shooting for in this list. I may not, we'll try to get through all of these items. I'm not going to go into detail in each one, because guess what? There's more detailed information on this very channel. And I'll put the links in the description below for each of the ones. They're in groups that we've discussed before. In a couple of cases, I've gone into great detail about the specifics of how to set up some of these businesses. So let me start with the easiest one, the one that makes the most money, in my opinion, the one that I've helped others do, including my daughter, and actually one of my sons as well, but others too. And that is to teach music. Many of you may have become fairly successful at playing an instrument while you were, in your childhood, in your teens, in your 20s. I play a number of instruments poorly. And I even played Hawaiian steel guitar professionally, but, that was back when I was a very young teenager. So now, if you have enough skill that you believe that you could teach the instrument that you're talking about, then you can start tomorrow. Basically, in particular, if it's piano, violin, or guitar, those 3 are in high demand. Drums to some extent, but the first 3, those are in very high demand, and you could probably start making $50 an hour or more depending on where you live, in West LA, New York, some parts of Florida, et cetera. It could be as much as $70 an hour to be almost immediately if you're a decent piano player and if you have decent understanding of the basic fundamentals of music, to where you could teach young people, or maybe you're a little better and you want to teach older students. Whichever it is, you can make that kind of money. You can actually make more. We talk about, I have a complete video on that. It's not that hard. So that's, if you play other instruments, you can do online Zoom and possibly get a large group of people also. So recently I decided to take up oboe, and I was taking oboe on an online class with somebody who has managed to fill up her schedule because she could go nationwide, even worldwide, by using Zoom. We describe all that in the video. Again, these are free. This is not anything I'm concerned about making money about. This is something that's completely 100% free. Okay, number two, it's kind of similar, and that's tutoring. Tutoring, you won't make nearly as much money as you make with piano instruction, but you can make $35 to $50 an hour and maybe more depending on what you tutor. The thing that used to get a lot of money, and I think it might still, is tutoring for the SAT and other kinds of tests. Tutoring when people are taking advanced placement in high school and also the advanced classes. Math and science in particular, you get paid more if you're doing tutoring in those subject matters, but it's very easy to become, to fill up your schedule. I did this for my son-in-law, and it's not that hard to get a very full schedule on a part-time or full-time basis by doing tutoring. Okay, another would be elder care. This is a huge growing industry. There's not nearly enough people to do elder care. And a lot of folks that do elder care, they end up working for a senior citizen's home or something of that nature. No, the money is in going into people's homes and providing the elder care there. There are a number of national organizations that help with this. But if you have any background or experience, if you need to be strong typically, although some elder care is just going in and having a conversation. You don't need to have any degrees. You don't need to have any certifications. You can just go in and be a comfort to somebody, just have conversations, be a companion. Again, very easy to get into, and the demand is off the roof. Promotional products is another one where you can do from home. Lots of folks get involved in promotional products when their kids are in junior high and high school, maybe even in college, because their glee club or their music group or some other, the chess club, the speaking, all the different clubs need to raise money in order to go on trips, in order to have uniforms or other kinds of things. And so they need to sell T-shirts and caps and things of this nature. Well, it turns out that many, many people who sell promotional products start out in that realm, selling the promotional products to their kids' high school, and then they sell it to the high school next door, and then they sell it to the church that they attend, and then they start realizing they can sell it to other organizations in town. And again, you can make easily $50 an hour selling promotional products, and there's lots of companies out there that will hire you on a completely part-time basis, where you're working just on the commissions that you make based on selling these items. Handyman is a really good one. You can make at least $50 an hour. Now, maybe in some areas it might be $35, but for the most part, you can make $50 an hour or more just by doing handyman work. If you want to get specific, you could be a chimney sweep. If you want to get specific, you could do electrical, plumbing. So you can get into specific categories of handyman work, again, without going to the place where you require the contractor's license. So look in your neighborhood to see what can you do without having a contractor's license, without being licensed as a plumber. There are things you can do like, replace a toilet or fix, certain things with regard to the to faucets and things like that. You're not going to go into the house and clean out the pipes or replace pipes or things, but there are many, many things that fall within the area of handyman, again, depending on your jurisdiction. Another one is a tour director. So this is an unusual one, and you may think, wow, how can I make money being a tour director? Well, wherever you live, there are people coming in as tourists. Now, that's not 100% true, but for the vast majority of you, your city, your county, your neighborhood, there are people coming there and staying because they want to learn about the history of your area, or because of the beauty, or because there's bike rides, or there's skiing, or whatever it is. And so becoming a tour director is a way you can make easily $50 an hour. And you basically just have to learn about the history or whatever it is that you're going to do the tour, and get enough information so that you can put on a tour. Then you would typically maybe get a group of friends together and give them a free tour to test out your skill sets, and then start advertising it. And the advertising can be free. I talk about this in the videos that are linked down below. Commercial janitorial services. I have a friend that was making a lot of money as just providing commercial janitorial services. And of course, he started out doing them himself. And, just talking to a few companies around, you can imagine in this period of time when there are not enough employees out there to fill all the jobs, that one of the things people don't want to do is janitorial services. This is also true for home cleaning services, but I'm going to give you a tip on that one in a second. So janitorial services are in commercial settings, huge demand, not enough supply. So what you can do is you can start out by doing them yourself. Then you find somebody that you can hire to do them instead of you. And you can definitely charge, when you're doing it yourself, substantially over $50 an hour, and then pay somebody $25 an hour to do it and make $25 profit. Anyway, let's go back to the home cleaning services, or let's call it condos and Airbnb cleaning and management. So a lot of people that have Airbnb try to manage it themselves, and then it's horrible, or they want to go in and clean their 5 different units as people come and go, and they hate it. So there's also people that rent out their vacation units and it doesn't go through Airbnb, and they hate it when they have to clean. So again, they're looking for solid, dependable people. I had a family member who did this in Hawaii very successfully, definitely made more than $50 an hour. So that's just one more. Let's see. Let me look down my list here. You could become a bookkeeper. This is a traditional place where people made money going every Friday and picking up the shoebox full of receipts and invoices and whatnot, and then going and doing the bookkeeping. If you have bookkeeping skills, believe it or not, right now there is a shortage of bookkeepers, a shortage of CPAs. You can definitely make over $50 an hour as a bookkeeper. It's very easy. It would be a snap. But you need the skill set. If you don't have the skill set, take one class at the junior college. You'll probably have enough skill, maybe 2. Maybe work for somebody as a bookkeeper for a while and then go out and do it. Then we have the variation on that, which is the tax part of it. You can go and work for one of the major national tax companies. You're not going to make $50 an hour doing that. You're probably going to make minimum wage and maybe a little more, but you can do that for 6 months, learn the basics of doing tax returns, and then start doing tax returns. If you want to do a little more sophisticated, you could work under a CPA. So you have a CPA, you're still an independent operator, you run your own business, but then you send the tax return over to the CPA for a quick brush on it, and you make way more doing that than you ever will working for one of the national companies. Let me take another quick, sports coach. Were you a great baseball player, a football player, especially soccer, pool? It doesn't matter, any sport, any competition you can think of. If you're excellent at it and you think you could teach it, in most cases, again, you're going to make more than $50 an hour doing private lessons. Huge opportunity. We talk about that in one of those videos as well. Let's see real quick here, videographer. That's another great one. If you have good video skills. Similar, photographer. If you have good photography skills or you have good videographer skills, I would start with the real estate companies in your neighborhood. Real estate people are always putting their picture on everything that they do. And so they need updated pictures. They need people to come in and do videography of the homes that they're selling. Every home today over $150,000, which is all of them. you're going to want your home to be have somebody come through and do a video of them. I've actually done this, and it's very easy because there's just not a lot of people out there doing it. So you go over to the local real estate offices, you let people know that you can do videography, and believe me, you can make $50 an hour doing that. Let's see. Oh, you can become a YouTube star. That's another one. Doesn't cost you anything. If you have something that you have a huge amount of knowledge about, that you really are an expert, or there's a big fan base and you can talk to the fans. As you know, look at the videos that are out there, and believe me, you don't have to be good looking, and you don't have to be, really, really super amazing. Watch some of the videos where people are getting 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 hits. It takes a while, and you have to be consistent, and you have to do it every day, and you have to constantly get better. And there's tons of videos online that'll teach you how to do all the things that I've just listed. Just look up, marketing a music instructor business, marketing a sports coach business, sports coaching business. Don't become a personal coach. Everybody in the world thinks they're a personal coach. You can't make money at it. There's just way too many people doing it. But sports coaching, absolutely. And go look it up. How to become a sports coach, how to make money, how to market your sports coaching business, how to market any of the things that I just listed. And you can find tons of videos on how to do it. And then again, you might want to become a videographer, do your own YouTube channel and make thousands. No, it's eventually, after you've done it for 6 months or a year, if you are consistent and you do what you're supposed to do and you pay attention to your audience and you watch some of those videos, you could definitely make more than $50 an hour as a YouTube star. Well, okay, that's enough for now. If you want more information, you can find the links before. If you'd like to join my Patreon, you can do that. And this has been just another one of those unusual ones where you guys commented and I responded. So if you got more things that you'd like me to do that you think are in my wheelhouse, let me know and I'll be happy to do it. Been great talking to you.
Click the link below to get your paperback, Kindle or audiobook now.